But right now, very pleased to have with us Mr. Tom King, president of the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association. Tom, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, Cam. How are you this evening?
I'm okay. Glad you could be with us on the program. I'm a little curious about this letter that the New York City Police Department has sent out, though.
Oh yeah, isn't this wonderful? You know, it's a letter that they're sending to the people whose pistol permits are renewing, and they're stating the 2000 Pataki assault weapon ban and magazine capacity law that says that all magazines that were possessed after 1996, all that were possessed before 1996 are legal, and that those after are banned in New York State. And they're telling people who have perfectly legal pre-ban guns and magazines that they've come to the conclusion that the firearms and the magazines they have are high capacity, and they're banned as of 2000 in New York State, and that in order to get their pistol permit renewed, they have to dispose of or turn in those magazines.
Which is not true.
A lie.
That is just a flat-out lie.
A lie.
I mean, here's the letter. If you fail to either, 1, modify your handgun, or 2, surrender it to a local police precinct, or 3, supply a detailed letter setting forth reasons that exempt you from the provision of this penal law within 30 days of this notice, your handgun license will be canceled. So I guess, what, option 3, you write a detailed letter saying, here, I'm setting forth my reasons. It's legal for me to possess this magazine because it was manufactured before and I possessed it before the date of the ban, right?
Right. Well, you know, it's really interesting because I've been involved in some of these, in a couple of these cases for the past 3 weeks, and we've been kind of keeping it down on the lowdown as we find out what's been going on and how massive this movement was, and. You know, we've been discussing it with the NRA and looking for a plan of action, and it kind of broke somewhere else today. So we're talking about it more right now. But when the people first got the letters and they responded to the police department, their response was either ignored or another threatening letter came back, okay, saying that you have 20 days to renew it, and you have to follow the instructions that we gave you, And what we started doing is we started working with a couple of the people and showing them the portions of the law where it said, it described what was an illegal magazine and what was an illegal pistol, and coach them in how to write a letter. Now, we didn't tell them how to write it because we're not legal force. We can't do that, but we coached them on how to do it. And in every instance, it came back from the police department. Their letter was never answered. They just got their renewed pistol permit in the mail.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Now, Tom, I'm curious. Where do you think this comes from? I mean, is there any indication that Police Commissioner Ray Kelly was aware of this letter that's been sent out?
I don't know the answer to that. That's one of the things that we were trying to find out too, and why we're kind of keeping it quiet so that the wagons didn't get circled and things covered up and all of that. And but there's similar legislation. In the New York State Assembly right now, and this move to redefine assault weapons by the arrest of the 4 dealers in Nassau County. This is all connected, and I mean, if you have to hazard a guess, you got to go to the usual suspects.
Yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely. And that's what I'm curious about. Maybe we'll send a letter. Not that I expect we'll get a prompt response from Mayor Bloomberg's folks, but I'm very curious as well because, again, with all of the gun control talk coming from Mayor Bloomberg lately, and I won't call it gun safety, even though that's what apparently we're supposed to call gun control advocates now. This just strikes me as a little too perfect, Tom.
Absolutely. I just don't believe in coincidences. And we have not received any answers to any of our queries as of yet. Not to say that it's not in the mail,
Right.
But we're trying to find out, and and we're also going to put together a comprehensive plan on this. This is just going too far. When you deliberately misrepresent what the law is to the citizens of your city. There's something wrong with that. That's going beyond the line, way beyond the line.
I'm with you, Tom. Listen, I appreciate you coming on the program, and let us know when there are updates to this story, will you?
I certainly will, Cam, and you guys will be the first to know.
Well, thank you very much. Tom King, head of the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association, joining us here on Cam and Company.